The following program is rated M for a mature audience. It contains coarse language.
And here is them, the Super Jesus Adelaide Rockers with Blisterment! Hello?
Oh, yay! We're doing it!
Oh, wow.
right.
Isn't this funny and weird?
Oh, you know what? This is bloody beautiful is what it is.
It is.
Look, it's good to see you, and you look amazing. I got to say,
Thank you, I
you know,
know.
I always thought you were cute in the day, but you look cuter now, like what you got going on with
You
your hair
didn't
and
think I was
glasses.
cute in the day.
No, I didn't.
You thought I was
said,
irritating.
I said you were a bit cute in the day, but now you look cuter now.
Well, you look amazing too. And how come you haven't aged? What's that all about?
It's just cost a fortune to look like this. You know, we do what we can.
I think the 90s were good to us.
Hey, look around, looking down, you'll never see me.
You guys asked me to look back at the footage, and I was thinking, yeah, I guess I'll look at that. And then I opened it, and there was quite a lot of it. I didn't realise we were on so many times. And I'd seen bits of it, but I've never actually watched it in chronological order.
Oh, yeah, right.
And watching it in chronological order actually really spun me out last night in a disturbing way.
What, because you can see everyone else aging, but you're not?
Well, welcome to Recovery.
Thanks.
Thanks for popping in from all
Thanks
the way
for having
from
us.
Adelaide.
No, it wasn't that. It was watching how nervous we were in the beginning and how stupidly subservient I was. You would ask me a question and you'd go, do you like this? And I'd go, I don't know, we'll see what Chris thinks.
Wow.
We were here, Chris? No. Oh, okay.
How come you're the boss?
I just allocated myself as boss.
Yeah, pretty much. Watching that back, I was like, I've never seen my... And I looked really tiny and my shoulders were little and I was like this little, like, amoeba.
Are you guys perfectionists then?
Chris is.
Or it's
We're
just
not.
you? Oh,
That's why he's the boss.
And then what was really interesting is to watch as the years went on, and it was like a year later, it was like something, my fucking balls dropped or something, and I was like, all right, we're on. And I came back and I was badass and I was singing better and I was like chit-chatting and confident.
Have you got a backlog of songs ready to write, or do you have to look for a new idea each time you want to do a new song?
Yeah, no, I've got to find a new idea from somewhere. Yeah.
Don't imitate me. That's awful.
It's flattery.
Is
Yeah,
it?
come on.
Thanks. That's lovely.
And I'm like, wow. Obviously, I had gone home and gone, okay, kid, you've fallen into some sort of situation that you weren't expecting. Get with it or get out. And I pulled it together. Playing on TV was nerve-wracking as hell to me back then, especially because it was a live audience, and you never know what you're going to do. You know,
Neither did I.
That's what used to scare me because I would never know what you're going to say to me. I never know what you're going to pull out. You know, it wasn't like a normal show where they've read the bio, they ask the standard questions, and you smile, you show the CD and go. You just never know what you're going to do. So that would make me nervous, especially
Sorry.
because it was always me you were talking to.
And Sarah, I believe you wanted to be a stockbroker when you were younger, is that so?
Who told you that?
Well, we found it in in your old yearbook.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there it is, up on the screens of Australia.
Oh my God, put that away! I can't believe
sorry.
you've got that.
Oh, I didn't mean it.
Jesus.
Hey, it's a small old world.
How embarrassing.
Everyone's related
Anyway,
in Adelaide.
let's go to a commercial break. Jesus.
Sorry.
That's okay. Well, I've noticed that you have calmed your demeanour of your interviewing approach.
The hyperactivity?
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my doctors for that.
I feel calmer now.
The Super Jesus!
Oh, hey, wait. Hang on. Before we go,
Sorry.
I think they've got something that they want to put up on the camera. Is that right?
There's the guy.
Oh, yes, there we go. Oh, yay. See, that's great. You read my mind. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not as terrified as I used to be.
But that was live. That was just
Yeah.
the energy of the studio.
yeah, and very early in the morning.
Because you poor guys were often coming in from the night before and maybe a bit of travel time and
Yeah.
gone, well, there's no point going to bed for 1 hour.
Yeah,
We'll just go straight there.
Yeah.
And then people would rock up
But-
and you'd have to sound check, get makeup, get hair.
Yeah. It was a rite of passage. It was a 90s rock and roll rite of passage that you were at the helm of.
That's accidentally.
Yeah.
Trying
no, you
to
should be
steer.
proud. There's been nothing like it since.
Jesus, you came on in 1998, apparently the 14th of March. It was a sumo wrestler set because the sumo record was there. That was when you did Ashes and Now and Then.
Oh, that was the good one.
They're all good.
No, that was the good one. I've seen it.
That was my favourite.
Dylan, I've watched. Yeah, see, that was the good one. There was many reasons why that was good. As recovery went on, you guys must have got bigger budgets. Did you?
Yes.
Did you notice?
Yeah.
It started off like quite small and sparse, and then the sets got more and more elaborate. And by the end, like because we never knew what you were going to do. We would walk in and go, "Get out of town." It was like a musical theatre production.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that
Every
last
week.
one was sick. That sumo stuff you put around, that was expensive, and they were giant handmade sumos,
Yeah.
and you would make podiums for us to stand on.
It was cool, wasn't
It's
it?
better than the Ed Sullivan Show. Actually, a very major difference on that one was not just the set, but I don't know who you had on crew at the time, but suddenly these sound guys sounded amazing. When we got to that 98 one, the mix was mint. It suddenly sounded super pro, and we sounded like we were on record.
Still stands up to this day, right?
It does, yeah, because I thought, we must have got a lot better. And I thought, maybe it's not us. Maybe it's not us at all. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's just, or maybe it's the combination.
It was a combination.
But I remember thinking suddenly the whole package was cool. The set was cool, the sound was good, the band was better, and we just didn't seem so scared. It's because we were in good hands.
What was it like in that era for a woman in rock? Was it a healthy scene?
Yeah, it was a healthy scene, but there wasn't that many girls around. It was very much me and the boys all the time, and you sort of become one of the boys because you don't really have much of a choice. But the real problem areas that I ran into was the attitude from the crew was the main thing. Like my band were always, pretty good to me, but the crew, like if we'd tour with another band, and the crew would be like, "Hey, little lady, don't touch that," that kind of thing, and I'd be like, "I'll have you know that I've touched them before." There was always a bit of
Little lady.
yeah,
That kind
little bits of
attitude.
disrespect here and there. Yeah, that I didn't like. That especially if you're on someone else's tour, you need to be respectful of the headline band and the crew because they're kind of the bosses. So you kind of got to do as you're told, but then you're like, I want to do as I'm told, and I want to be a team player, but I don't want to be disrespected, and I need to stand up for myself. And
So you said you had to become almost one of the boys.
yeah, I did.
In what way?
I didn't even see myself as really as the girl in the bunch. I started dressing like all the boys. All my friends were boys. I was just one of the boys for ages. And then I went, boy, what am I doing? What am I wearing? Where are my girlfriends? And then I flipped. I think it changed who I was, and because the only way for me to combat it was to blend in. You got to do what you got to do. But I mean, now, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't do that. I would just say, no, this is how I want it. I trust my instincts. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want. I know how I like it done, and I want it done like this. And everyone just fucking do it.
And I'm a woman in rock.
But if I've helped anyone along the way in working out how to do that earlier, then great. Because the scene that's around now, I don't see any women with a small voice trying to peek over the back of a man's shoulder anymore. They're right up the front.
I can't believe that was happening. Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were fairly evolved in the 90s. Turns out we still had some growing up to do.
Oh yeah, no, and that's just one small. There was a lot. There was a lot, and it was a constant battle, to be honest. But yeah, you gotta just keep swinging the bat. Balls come your way, you just hit them and you keep walking. That's how I've looked at my career. So I come walking along and people are throwing balls at me, and I just quickly grab my baseball bat and go, phew, and then I keep walking and go, phew, thank God those balls. Oh God, there's another one. Phew, thank God those balls are gone. Oh God, there's another one. And
It's
I just
interesting
keep
you
walking.
use balls as your choice of metaphor. The Super Jesus, now of course, rocking out. It's unreal.
Still going. Yeah, still going. We had a 10-year break, and then we decided to get back together. We did a 20-year anniversary of sumo last year, and we learnt everything. We played for 2.5 hours. We learnt all our back catalogue. And then we were like, actually, this is cool. What are we doing? We should do this.
Does it feel different to the old days?
Yeah, it feels better. It feels better because, I mean, I can't speak for them, but I know for me, I feel so different. As I was saying to you, like looking back at that footage, I was so young and I didn't know what was going on. I'm a completely different person. And so to now be back in that position, doing that role, knowing what I know and having the confidence that I have, feels fucking bitchin'.
Sarah McLeod,
Dylan
from the
Lewis.
Super Jesus, this has been an absolute pleasure. And it's
a
great
pleasure
to
to
catch
be
up.
here, and it's really nice to see you. You look great, and thanks for letting me be part of this.
This is exciting
It's
and
a cool
important.
scene. Yeah, let's bring it back, man.
Bloody legend.